Okay, hello. Wow, I got one like already. Thank you, thank you. All right, I got a format here. We're going to be doing some comedy. My cat knocked down my thing, and I had to put it up as fast as I could. Yeah, you're my bad boy. I got to leave a little portion open, or he'll knock it down. Okay, we are going to be talking about energy vampires. I had dealt with them before, and they are pesky little some bitches. A lot of people don't know that they themselves are energy vampires, and I have not found my mouse because my wily little cat played with it. Yeah, so oh, delish. Anyway, what we're going to be talking is how do you protect yourself, and it's in the comedy hour, which makes it so much more easier for me to deal with. I would like to say, if you want to help me out financially or anything like that, um, my thing for my Cash App is all right. There we go. And if you want to help me, if not, it's no big deal. Okay, so here we are. I'm going to go get ready, and I sat out. Oh, it was so beautiful earlier today. As the clouds got out there, it was shooting nice, and then it gets all hot and sunny. Ugh. I said, "Oh no, 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 no!" So here we go. Let's see. That's the back. Let's let me get this. Yeah, you don't chew bubble gum in this outfit because you'll end. I've never done it, but yeah, I only chew one kind of gum, and that's good for me. My dentist suggested it, and I said, okay, see you. I like doing the comedy in this and telling you how to protect yourself because and people don't know they're dealing with energy vampires a lot of times until they leave and you're alone and you realize your your memory will be fine, but you'll remember it will take you just a slight longer, and you feel tired after they leave. And it's not from all the sex and stuff, you know what I mean? It's mainly you can be not far from them, and they can still get you. God dang. Whew. All right. I gotta move this off to the side. My cat likes to sit in this chair anyway. Okay. And let's see, I got that. All right. Energy vampires are pretty much on the cuff on this. I dated a guy. His last name was Rosengrimps. He was absolutely just fantastic. I dated him, and he was the first energy vampire I came upon. Ooh, you can't hardly see my face. There we go. And I just said, you know what? Let me tell you this. I thought he was the most fabulous person, and he of course, it's just my dad. He said, "You know what? You ever heard of vampires?" I go, "What, Daddy? What do you mean you heard of vampires? Don't you feel tired after you're dealing with his ass?" "What do you mean?" "He's an energy vampire. I can just feel him sucking you dry." "Oh shit." It's not in a good kind of way. It's not like. It's like, oh shit, you need to protect yourself. Okay, Daddy, show me how to protect myself. How do you protect yourself when you're dealing with the pesky people who sometimes they do and sometimes they don't know that they are energy vampires, even though they might be sexy as fuck or whatever? What you want to do, first of all, is put a protection light all the time and ask what I like to do is ask my daddy to help me, and I get lots of help. And that's just how I feel about it. But I also do the energy. I usually put a big old purple light around and different colors and, just have old fun. And then I'm ready to deal with those people. And then I seen my guy friend the following weekend, and he goes, God, I'm feeling tired. I'm going to go, it was a half an hour. We took a walk, and he's like sitting there acting like he's all tired. And I'm like, okay, bye. I went and seen my daddy and said, that protection stuff works like a jiffy. It's like, woohoo. He goes, do that for yourself, for everybody. Just keep that around you because those energy vampires love it for everybody. I want everybody to be protected because those people have to learn to get their own energy from Mother Earth, from the earth itself, when you ground yourself. Because if you're sucking everybody, you're taking a part of them. Do you understand that? You're taking a part of them. You should not be sharing your energy in that form unless you're doing it back and forth. But then you will be considered an energy vampire. And that's not a good thing in a sense. You don't want to be doing that. Because if you do that, you're sharing that person's essence with you. And it's like taking your kidneys and sharing it with your girlfriend. That's what it's like. Or your boyfriend or whatever. I'm just putting it out. That's how important it is for you to ground yourself. Important for you is to cover yourself because you don't know when you go out in the big world. Oh my God, look it's big old, asshole. Oh, I better cover myself. Woo-wee, he's a big one. You don't know. We all don't know when we go out shopping. People sometimes actually don't know that there are these big vampires, big old teeth sticking out, go and get you. They don't know. They know not. And you're going, damn, that's pretty cool. And it just takes a matter of seconds, minutes to sit down, ground yourself, cover yourself, and be protected. Just a matter of minutes. And you can ask everyone, the one, our Father, you can ask them. Woo, that was good. Oh, I had a Carl's Jr. And that's what's important. Because when you cover yourself, you stop all that from getting you. Because you want is to raise your frequency and be a more positive, better person. You don't give a care what another person's doing in this. They're not bothering you. And that's what's important. If you deal with that, I'm not talking about vampires. I'm talking about the real energy ones. They could be your next door neighbor. They could be your mailman. They can be any form that you know. And they can be accidentally just taking a little piece of you. A little piece of you. That's what they're doing. You need to ground yourself, protect. It's like a magical condom over you. That's what it is. That magical condom. Do you want a magical condom? You know what you do. You ground yourself. That's right, some people. And then you put on your condom. And then you're protected. That magical thing. And that's what's so important. And we have to get those frequencies. How do you do that? You got to meditate. You got to be with people who have the same frequency as you. If you don't, you revert back because you will start going back to what they are talking about, what they are doing, and all their petty shit. So your friends that you have now, if you want higher frequencies and stuff, sometimes When we shed our skin of our snake, we also sometimes have different friends, or we're not as close friends. It's happened to me. It happened to me with my friend Christina. I raised myself up since 2012. So when I was hanging out with her in the early 2000s, she was the same frequency as me. We were dialed in. We just loved hanging out, getting drunk, and acting stupid. It was a good time. And then after 2012, I changed. I became a different person. And I told her back in, I would say I was living, waiting for my house in 2016, just before I moved in here. And what happened was, I told her, Christina, you're part of my life, and I appreciate it, but I just can't deal with all your drama and shit. Do you think, Christina, that you can just lose my phone number? All right, I love you. Bye. She never lost my phone number. Well, she never called me. She went behind my back and hung out with my dad, my baby's daddy. And I was like, oh boy. That's when he came home and I said, I want a divorce. This is what's going on. I'm just in the past. So here we are. I do have my notes. Okay, some people, we talk about our minds and stuff, about frequencies, and they are like our thoughts. They go in the air. You can feel them. When you go into a place, a business, and there's lots of people, and you walk in and you feel this. Let's just pretend that it's really cold outside, and we're walking in with a big winter coat, and it's snowing, and we got boots on and stuff. And you close the door, and it's warm, and you can hear people talking and stuff and eating, and it feels like love. But it's just a regular diner, any regular diner, USA, or wherever you live. It's Some people will go in a place and make it so positive. When you go into it, you feel love and stuff. And then you ever go to some places, really nice diners, they're just a little more spiffier, they're in the better part of town. You walk in and you feel like you just walked into the worst part of town. You just feel agitated, but it's no one's in there, or there's some people in there. It's not the vibration, it's the frequency in which all the people are tuned in. And if their frequency isn't the same as yours, you can feel it. I wasn't the same frequency as where I was working at the pit, and you could feel it. I didn't get along with them because I was a different frequency. I was going, okay, I could see that it's not working, and I get it. I'm on a different frequency. I'm now at the weirdo frequency. I guess that's what I was called, the freak. So I'm a freak frequency. That's what we're going to call it now. Freak frequency. And it didn't work out. And I'm cool with that. Send them off with open light. We're all on the same playing team, so I'm not going to sit there and start making enemies. So it's just is what it is. You know what I mean? I'm taking my El Noto. Oh, I want to talk about my new boyfriend. Oh, yeah. I don't care about them fart suckers or haters. I send them off with love and light. So I know that my RV causes some problems. Let me tell you what I want. I want to buy my house. And in order to do that, I got to make this channel a whole much fucking better and make some better money. All right? What I'm going to do is put some big ass fences. I'm going to go and have the RV given to a company or whatever they want to do with it, or if we can like redo it in some way, but to have it where it's not sightly. But right now, the RV that we got two RVs in one works, and it's being a buffer between that RV, and it helps the other RV to stay cool, so I don't have to pay high energy bills. I will buy my house from Senior Psychopath, and I will have, like I said, the fence up, and I'll get shit done. Trust me, I got ideas, and I'm getting them ready, and that's what I want to do. So I'm talking about my new boyfriend. Yep, my blow up boyfriend. I can't take him out. It's so hot. I can't even take that son bitch outside with me. He'll just pop and blow away. He's an inside boyfriend only. He's just he's like 50% off because he's only 3 foot tall. You could get the 6 foot tall one and it costs double the amount of money. I love him, but I don't take him out shopping. I don't want to get kicked out of places, and I don't want to bring him on here to have people get pissed off at me and give me a strike. So I don't want to give any reason for any that thing. Yep, it's like getting in trouble and everything. Yeah. So if you yourself are a book writer and into the Gnostic stuff, and you want to come on my show and I will interview you as a real person, as me. And that's what I've been looking for, is to get people on here to inform people. And I'm going to get some physicists on here. I'm going to work hard. Oh, yeah. So I am going to do good for this channel to inform you, to make your body, mind, and everything higher. So you can be the winner and a god of yourself. Your own god and goddess, so to speak. Woo, woo. Yeah, that's when you look at that guy that is your next door neighbor that happens to have worked with me. I'm in a fishbowl. I got a lot of people who don't like me because their frequencies are too low. They just don't like me. It's just one of those things. Their frequencies are way too low. And because I put that protection, the condom, when I put my protection condom on, those people who don't know they're vampires, they're thinking they're going to get you. They're going to sneak up on you and take all your energy. Well, I'm no good for them. I'm kind of like they're not good treat because you can't get nothing from me. And that pisses them off. And that's the truth. It's the truth. Yep. Now, my speaking of dolls, my a while ago, in the 70s, most people made their own Halloween costumes and went out. Because I'm talking about my boyfriend doll. We'll talk about what happened, as my grandmother thought that putting a big hole in my costume, I was a fairy princess, and I had one of those masks, and she put a hole in. She said that wouldn't let us. I go, Grandma, I don't wear the mask like 24/7. I'm not an ugly child. I just put the mask up and run to the next house. You don't need to. Jesus Christ, Grandma, you know what it looks like? And then she didn't look at me. She goes, it does not. So by the time I got done, I was wondering, man, they probably thought it was a joke. I got shitloads of candy. Went home, and my uncle, who's English, go, bloody hell, what the hell you got? No, look at your face. No, give me the mask. Oh, bloody hell. Helen, you had her walking around like this. Yeah, I had her go around like that. It looks like a blow-up doll. My grandmother never brought that mask out. I think they burned it. She went and bought me a whole nother thing for next year because she felt so bad having me walk around Colton with a big circle in my mask that nobody now even remembers except me, because most of the people are probably reincarnated. So if you all think that being on the same team is bad, or that being on the same team you can't deal with, that's okay with me. Like I said, the fart suckers and all the people that do not like me are the trolls. They come in here, they watch about a half an hour, and then they put their likes at least, and then they go. So if you watch to the end, put a heart down there and let me know that you've watched this video to the end so I will know, because I really am curious. Oh, we're talking about dating in Pahrump. I'm going to be honest. I'm not going to be dating. I have friends of mine are suggesting dating apps, and I'm like, oh, I think I'm pretty well done. Right now, I got a lot of upgrading to do, a lot of reading. If it happens, it happens. That's the way I look at it. I'm looking at pouring into myself. Like my daddy said, you're going to pour into yourself later in your life. Don't worry. I know I got a smart kid, and you look at my other siblings and go, oh, them I'm worried about. They don't got it so good, and he left. My sibling, let me explain this. My ex-stepmother came to my dad pregnant already with my brother Chris. We didn't find out until Chris got hurt and they did a blood test. I'm my only daddy's daughter. I did the DNA test. And all my cousins on my daddy's side, yep, they're all mine. I seen them. But I'm the only one. My brother, he never did it, but we know his daddy too. My daddy brought them all up and he was happy. But my brother, let's just put it in, my other younger brother, he'll find out. I tried to tell him, hey, I'm the only blood one. That's what my dad didn't say, blood relative. Yeah, because he knew when he died, he wanted certain people to get stuff, including my brother Christopher. And my family's big on the blood stuff. They just found out because they just wanted everyone to get everything that they should. Yeah, they just found out my brother Christopher isn't my daddy's. His daddy is a teacher over in Anaheim, California. So I am the only heir to my father. And that's the truth. My daddy couldn't have no more babies. He had what you call low sperm count. Hello, Johnny Yarbrough, you sexy some bitch. Woo! Tomorrow, Tuesdays, Johnny Yarbrough's birthday. I'm making an announcement. Go to Johnny. MCBOR. They're really good this Tuesday. Should I forget what time? I usually get the info. But go there. It's his birthday. Wish him happy birthday. Give a couple bucks. We all need to make money for our content. It's hard work. It's hard work keeping this up because my cat pulls it down. I had to put it halfway because he likes to run. It's his little run spot. He's pulling the whole thing off. She did it once just before going on. Can't find my mouse because my cat took that. Oh, gosh. Where did you put my mouse this time? I found it underneath my bed last time. I had to get creative in looking for the sumbitch. My cat also took my pickle one time, and I'm hearing stuff under the bed. Here I am under in bed, and you're
today, tomorrow, maybe someday, as the pickle's destiny of being.
And I'm hearing this I'm going, what the hell? He's pressing the button, and I'm hearing the pickle underneath the bed, and that's how I found my other stuff. He'll carry things, move things where he wants it, and he'll steal your shit, and you have to go find it. Yeah, I got a thieving fucking cat. He steals shit. He moves it to where he thinks it's in a better place. He tells me he doesn't steal it, it's still in the same room, and I get it back. You ever wonder, so here's the thing. Dating here is like one of the hardest things that you can do, because you have to figure out if your frequency matches with that person's frequency. It's hard to figure someone's frequency out if you're not hanging with them, talking with them, and being with them. You don't know until you get with them. And if they're really off on their frequencies, you won't even see them, but you'll hear them. It's happened in my thing a while back, a month ago, and it was really weird. I can hear, but can't see. So I went to my interview. Really, it was the weirdest thing. I guess my dad said, "This is going to be the weirdest life you ever had." And I go, "Yeah, Dad, I'm sure." And of course, we all have frequencies, and we all deal with people. And there's sometimes you see people. I went out shopping, I get my animal food, and this most beautiful soul, she had a beautiful soul. You'll see people with the most beautiful soul, and you go, like I do. I just, you're beautiful. And she goes, really? And I go, oh, you beautiful soul. And she smiled and left. And I'm like, yeah, I feel that right there, beautiful souls. When you meet them, they're the most amazing peeps. Now we're going to be talking about the frequencies that are lower than the snake's belly. You know those frequencies, those people who send black magic, bad things to people, talk bad about everybody. A higher frequency don't care what their neighbors are doing, what the other neighbors are doing. If they're not selling drugs and doing bad shit and making bombs, I don't give a fuck. I really don't. I don't care who they're fucking sucking doing. I really don't. As much as they think I do, I really don't give a flying fuckerino. I really don't. I got my own life, my own problems, my own shit. I could give a flying fuck if they had a nudist camp there, unless it's real good looking people, and then I'm going to get a camera and put it live. I'm joking. But you know what I mean. I got better things in my life to do. If your thing is to watch me and talk about me, that's fine, but it shows what kind of frequency you have. You can talk and laugh about me all you want, because I know I'm a freak. I know it. And the reason why I even have one watch left and this, because I don't wear them all the time. I charge this one every so often. It gets a break off my stuff. I suck up the batteries from my watches, and I got to figure out how to stop that. So go to Johnny Yarbrough's this Tuesday. We're going to have a good old time, hang out, and talk. It's his birthday. We're going to sing him happy birthday. Maybe I'll get a cake for myself and say happy birthday. Woo! I'm dressing up and trust me, it's going to be good. I got to go tomorrow in early morning. I got to get up at 6, and it don't matter how I look when I go over to the storage, so I can go look for my outfit. It's nothing sexy. It's it just looks like something you can wear outside, like Halloween. So it'll be all cool. I got to go get the glue gun my wig. I got in a fight with it, playing with my kids, and I fucked it up. So I got cleaned it. But go to Johnny Yarbrough's. Tuesday is his birthday. It's very important, I think, that, he's a good guy. We're all happy playing on the same team. So when you're dealing with, it's like a snake. It's like me, Snake Lady. You can peel off. When you peel off those frequencies and you're going to a different higher frequency, or a frequency that's just different. It may not be higher or whatever. It's a different frequency. And your different frequency is different than, let's just say, you've been with someone 20 years. And you've been with them and you go to a different frequency 3 times. You shed your skin 3 times in 3 months. And you're going to realize some of the people that you really love. We're not talking your mom and dad. We're talking people you deal with, friends, stuff, co-workers. They might see you a little bit different. They might see you like a freak, a geek, like me. They might see you in a not so good light for some reason. If you have anybody talking bad about somebody at work, think what they're saying behind your back. If they're just sneaking around, oh yeah, she farts all the time. She doesn't wash her hands. My grandma said people who are uneducated and stupid, that's what she said, but we're going to say in a different frequency. They may not be educated and they're not stupid, but they're narrow-minded and they're mean. And they're a frequency that I wouldn't be around by anybody who is talking about anybody. I'm just putting it out there. My dad said, birds of the same feather flock together. It's the same thing. People of the same frequency hang together. So if you're hanging with people with a different frequency and you're like getting stomach cramps and headaches and you don't feel good all the time and you're going to the doctor about 10 times a day, you know what I mean? You're going to a doctor and you're going, I got all these things going on. You might be dealing with someone with a different frequency. If you look at somebody and even though they didn't open their mouth up, they didn't say nothing, and you're not getting along with them, everything, you got a picture perfect marriage, you got money in the bank, your kids are fine in school, you got a nice house and you're making the payments on time, and you look at your significant other, whoever that person is, and you just don't feel that connection. So you go to a therapist and you go, I just don't feel the love there. It's just not there. I mean, we got 2 kids, for God's sakes, That's what I'm talking about. It just, sometimes people don't know what's going on. Maybe you need to change your frequency. Maybe your wife, instead of taking a therapist, you go and see what your frequencies are. I wish they had a frequency test thing. Ooh, yeah. Oh, we got to work on your frequency. Because when you shed that skin, you seem to see people in a different light. My dad called it the bullshit detector. It's not having time and everything. When you start dealing with somebody who starts lying to you, it could be a coworker, it could be your lover, it could be your friend, it could be your husband, wife, whoever. You know when they're lying. You know when they're saying a big bullshit story. And when somebody has the audacity to talk behind your back, they're talking behind everyone's. If they're doing it in front of you, what do you think they're doing behind your back? They're throwing those knives right back at your back, baby. It doesn't matter if they don't see it, they'll get it. It's been there, done. Yep. So frequencies, the first thing when you want to go through the change of everything, my friend Christina only made it to level 1. Level 1 is where you go, God, who did I piss off? No. Who pissed me off? Who pissed me off enough where I held it inside? Write all the names down who pissed you off. And forgive them. From the heart. Go, hey, I forgive Mad Eye Moody. He gave me the evil eye. I forgive so-and-so. He did this. I forgive this person for this. I forgive this person. they know not. So you got to get in the thing. If you forgive people, it sets you free. You get set free. You feel good. That's right. You get set free. My friend Christina could not do that. She had animosity against her mommy and daddy. No, they weren't like getting Parent of the Year award by any chance, but she held that in. And when she held that in, it was a different form. She kept drinking and drinking. She's now dead. Yeah. She had cirrhosis of the liver. Could not go past number one. Number two is starting to have the awareness. Hyper. No, it's not hyperaction. It's where you start feeling things around you. Hyper awareness. It gives you like a tingly in your body. And it makes you all excited. And sometimes you get overwhelmed with emotion. If you're a cut dry person like me, people are going to be so surprised if you show your real side, the real half, where you're like, you made me sad. Because we are allowed to let our feelings out. We're allowed to cry. Because we're not crying and crying inside and where we pee more. We're crying outside. So we get it out. Get that shit out. It's like we got to kick out that shit. Do you know how to kick out that shit? You know, the crap and crud and stuff from everybody. You don't go take a big dump. What do you think? You're going to like go, oh, I'm going to take a cosmic shit. I'm going to take a cosmic dump. No. You sit down, ground yourself. You send everything to Sophia or Gaia or wherever. And you imagine your veins, your body sucking up that good shit. And you replace it with good shit. You share it with whoever you want in a positive way. Pull it back, put it in your heart, and call it a day. That's how you do it. But a lot of people can't get past one, which is I am forgiving you for whatever is put. And that's the truth. Because if you can't go from number one, you can't go to number 2 or 3 or 4. Forgiveness is the most important thing to make you go to the stars. Because if you don't, you will be a cesspool inside your body. You're not going to be able to take that cosmic poop. That's the way it goes. You're just not going to get that cosmic poop out. You got to ground yourself. You got to get the shit out. And then you pull up the good shit. That's grounding. That's how you do it. Number 2, you want to wonder why maybe you feel you're not going as far as you want to. You feel that you're being held back. Look at yourself. If you are changing in a new person, are you still keeping old habits and they're not they're affecting you negatively that never did before? Anyone? Me? Mm-hmm. I cut down on my weed because I said, oh shit, it's really affecting how I'm doing my shit. So I cut down. And I said, oh, this is a lot better. And it's cheaper. It's the same thing when you learn. We don't stay in grade 5 or 6. We move on. We go to 7. Excuse me. And that's the way it goes. My joke is, and this is what I would like to do for fun and shit and griggles, to get a Ouija board. My daddy passed away, and he's kind of what you call, he was a skier. And I grew up in a ski family. And of course, I was a chip off the old block. I won first place and he won second that time. And, he came to a realization everybody looked at the fact that he wasn't a loser because I am, like they said, I got the family legacy. My brother, though, he never won my dad. At the age of 17, he was living with my mom because he caused so much problems over in Holly that the police knew him by heart. Now, thankfully, my friend who was besties with me, her daddy was sheriff over in Holly. And he was a good guy. He really was, you know. So if you feel you feel tired, you feel like you had a long sex weekend and you didn't, if you feel like you got hit by a semi and you didn't, if you felt like you partied all weekend and you just sat in your bed wondering what the fuck, where'd my energy went, you might have an energy vampire. If you feel like shit after you have an upgrade, you might have an energy vampire. If you have somebody who feels that and they've been with you a while, mind you, and they're always hanging on you, they're always round you, they always feel that they say, I get my energy from you, they might be an energy vampire. If you have headaches and backaches constantly, you might have an energy vampire. That's right. It's that easy to take care of yourself. You need to ground yourself and then get your body condom on. That's right. You can make an easy peasy body condom. After you are done grounding yourself, you can stand up, sit down, imagine the color of light that you want, cover it up. Boom, you're ready. And that is a body condom. Now, people who have frequencies that are a lot different than yours, I would say it usually takes about a good 3 for you to realize if you're on the same frequency as somebody. And that's how it works. And it does work. But like anything, if people don't go on the same frequency as you might have to double body condom. And if they steal something from you and you feel so in touch with yourself, they're taking a part of you. They are taking a part of you, your energy. Hello, McFly. Come on, answer the phone. You know what I'm talking about. It's like that. I've had people everywhere before I knew. I dated an energy vampire. We ended up breaking up because he said I was no fun and he just didn't have the energy for it. And I go, good. It's true. It's true. I really did. I was like, wow, okay. More fun for me. Woo! Snake Lady lives. Woo! So let's go back and let's sit and talk what we have talked about. I got 15 minutes left, and I gotta take everything down because my cat, he'll take it down for me. It's just not worth it. All right. It took me a while to write all this and get it together. I do not have a mouse right now. I got to clean up my room and stuff, and I'm cool with that. I just don't know where my cat put my mouse. I've been looking all over. Yeah, my cat drives me nuts. I found my other tape. Fuck. I didn't. So, yeah, I wanted to make it a little more professional. I tried to do the whole thing. So I got to figure out a different way so I can get the light here will be covered in back if I do the full thing on the side, So I'm going to have to make it look more square when I do this. Blech. I hope you have a wonderful Sunday. Don't hang out with energy vampires without body condoms. I'm being honest. My ex-boy, my boyfriend from a younger era, um, my dad said, I bet you he'll break up with you after you protect yourself. And he did. It was just a thing. I figure there's no one here. And the same thing goes with all you, you know. If you talk behind someone's back, what are you doing behind everyone's? I don't care to talk behind people's back. I rather tell them face to face how I feel. It's a lot better, business wise and everything. Fuck. So, yeah, I've been working hard. I really am in a better place, but I did want to state yesterday how I felt in just everything and get it out. I deal with a lot of people who are not my frequency and still step back and bite my tongue. But I felt too much like I was at my work and it really, I had to resonate and put it out there. And it's no one's fault. It's just life. Life happens. Sometimes you will find people that you love and can't live without. And then some people you look and you go, oh, send them off with love. I get fart suckers on a busy. This is Sunday. It's not busy. But I will make it busy and I will make it better. I have no problem. But frequencies are important. And you can look up all that stuff online. You can Google. Oh, the one thing I do want to talk about, which is Mozart, which is on vibrations and stuff for your ears. If you want a higher frequency, you want a higher upgrade, listen to Baroque music. It's think of being broke, but Baroque music. That's what I used to study with. And then listen to Mozart. And by the way, Mozart wrote the ABC song. Dun, 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 dun. That's Mozart. And he partied. Woo! Mozart partied. He was one of the ones that partied. Look it up. So you can look up Mozart. I think it's Party Like a Rock Star. Really? That's how they considered Mozart was way a fucking ahead of his time. He wasn't just writing shit. And the reason why he was broke was that he had unpublished work, down a lot of pieces that could have paid his bills. I don't know why he didn't, sell his work. He really was good. I mean, he was a prodigy. And yet, even though being a prodigy, his home life was erratic. He was the party like the rock star. Yeah. He was a short little guy who fucking had big brains. Really, he wasn't very tall. You can look all that up. I'm sorry, my cat took my mouse and I couldn't do all my stuff. I was like, fuck, this is hard. Either I'm going to buy a cheapy mouse online or something. Fuck. Find my mouse. So, yeah, Mozart was, and still, I listen to all music. Rap, I listen to country, I listen to bluegrass, I listen to classical. Oh, I love Mozart. I seen Figaro's Wedding. I told my dad, I love, he knew I love Mozart. Hey, we're going to see Figaro's Wedding. Woo! Yeah. That was one of the greatest pieces that he wrote. It is a must see. And a lot of this stuff, when you get the books, it tells you what they're singing. Oh, yeah. I grew up around a great time. My father took good care of me. And no, I didn't have to worry. When I was in my teenage years, my dad did make things better. We didn't have to worry about a roof of our head, our food in our stomachs, or paying our bills. That was only in the, like after my dad got divorced and we're all starting over again in Michigan. And it was, like I said, I will put the hard work for everything. Read. Oh yeah, I'm reading a shitload. I had to order another book. Good Lord. My books were on ebooks. Now I'm getting to the real books because I want the physical ones. I got 3 of the ebooks. I'm like, I really miss the physical shit. I really do. The physical. So I'm thinking when I get a little more money, I'll order the physical ones so I can play with them. I like to, get different highlighters. Even though you can highlight on there, it's fucking hard as hell. You're like, fuck! Ah! It's so much easier. There. So yeah, I am upgrading myself. I am doing the best I can. If you got suggestions, fine. Email me at omega2016 at icloud.com. Boom. I'm not going to write that on everything because no one fucking emails me anyway. So unless I get someone in here bitching about it, then I'll put it in on everything on down below. And that's how I feel about it. I would love to wish everybody light and love and all that shit. I think that I got the most amazing people I have found here on YouTube that have hearts bigger than they have bodies. They just are amazing frequencies where you just want to sit and listen to what they have to say. And you find a few rotten apples, that's okay. There's trolls in the forest. We all know how to kick them out, and I'm good for that. So I keep upgrading, and that's what I'm going to do. And I'm going to keep reading and keep going. Because your mind could be set on fire. And let's all do it. No, I don't want you to go home and try to do it. It's a figure of speech to learn and set your mind on fire. That's what I want to see, everybody. Everybody. You know how Oprah Winfrey gave everybody cars? And then she's going, you get a car. You get a car. How about this? Set your mind on fire. Set your mind on fire. Go fast. Set your mind on fire. That's what I'm talking. Woo! No, I'm not smoking weed. I'm fucking excited. This is a great time we're in. Right now, we are making history. We really are. And it amazes me. But let me show you my new hat that I've been wearing. Woo! It's kind of hot in the summer, though. It is beautiful. My cat has messed it up, so I got to fix it. You see these little nods are supposed to be a little bit higher, up like this. So my cat chewed it off. So now I got to redo it, but that's okay. I love this. Isn't this fucking cool? Woo! So the Empress of Evil has a new crown. And I'm going to tell you this. I want every single one of you, my haters, people who love me, people who don't care, people in general. I want you to all set your brains on fire and your life go well because it's Sunday. Enjoy yourself because Monday you're going back to work or might not. You might have an extra day off. Who knows? But go and chase those dreams and catch them. Really. And understand if somebody's talking about you, talking smack, they're not just talking about you, they're talking about everybody else, and they are a different frequency. If you don't talk about people, then You don't understand it. But I have heard people talk about me, and it did hurt my feelings. I thought, am I really a freak geek? Am I a bad person? No, I'm not a bad person. But some people are not on the same frequencies. Forgive them. They know not. Let me see. Oh, I'm trying to put the clothes. There we go. I got 5 minutes left. So if you feel that you are having your energy taken, you feel really tired, headaches, backaches, especially if you upgraded, you'll get really bad backaches. So, what you want to do is make sure you have that cosmic condom on. The cosmic condom is great, and it covers everything. Do it after you have cleared everything out, and then you put the cosmic condom on. You're good for the whole, I call it until you need to clear yourself out, and then you put the cosmic condom back on. It should help anybody trying to get you. Okay? Really, it should help. I've never had a problem. I never had any. Well, I had my one boyfriend, and then he lost interest. My daddy says, yeah, he liked your energy a lot. So I hope you have a wonderful weekend. I'm going to let you guys go. Yeah. Scooch up a little more. Yeah, I really hope you have a wonderful weekend. I'm having a blast. Yeah, today my dad's birthday is May 4th, and I really miss him. I do. He was a good skier. He was the Red Baron, and I was Empress of Evil. My dad thought that was so cool. He's like, Empress of Evil. And we would all laugh. Ah! Oh, yeah, it was hilarious. uh, so the Empress of Evil, Stuffy, whatever you want to call me, nasty names are good. Remember, the first part of cosmic growing up is forgiveness. It's the first part. If you cannot forgive from the heart, it gets you. It really gets you. And it's like the same thing, with everything. We'll be talking about other stuff next week. So you guys take care. Have a wonderful Sunday. Hug that dog, hug that cat, hug your animals, hug your mom, dad, whatever, and spread the love and your knowledge. It's good. All right. Bye. Oh, shoot. Dang, I gotta find that damn thing.